country, and hopefully you will be able to achieve that, and hopefully the dispute will be resolved as soon as possible. But sometimes these things take time, as we all know and we experience them. Well, like Turkey, Serbia has now embarked upon a European Union membership course. And I do hope that it's going to be faster than our membership course, because it's kind of a never-ending saga for us. We've been trying for many years, but it has obviously improved Turkey in many aspects, and we've just passed on, the Parliament has just passed on new bills that have outlined our day-to-day lives. Today, even in the newspaper, it was saying that now we will not be able to make barbecues in our balconies in terms of getting this unity with the European Union laws. But well, attempts to open dialogue with Kosovo will surely be a prerequisite before starting talks with the European Union. What sort of efforts is the Serbian government making towards Kosovo to solve this complex and difficult situation? It's in the end, it's an obstacle.
To come back to Kosovo one more, we are absolutely ready to start dialogue with Pristina. We have announced and formed a very articulate and very competent group of people, team, to have this kind of dialogue. And we are now waiting for the Pristina, interim government in Pristina to be formed and to start this dialogue. One of the priorities, and I would say number one priority of Serbia is European Union integration and European Union membership. We have started this process in 2000. It has been lasting for almost 10 years now, and of course one is never satisfied with the pace, but we have managed to open up certain processes that were representing an obstacle. We have finished the questionnaire with the Commission. We have taken this questionnaire recently back to Brussels. We hope, and our priority now is to get the candidate status as soon as possible. Probably that will happen by the end of this year. So we will become the candidate. And we are hoping that the period before we become the candidate and when we start negotiation will be shorter than Turkish one. You have had to wait, I think, from 1999 to 2004.
2005 was the date that we were, yes.
Started. And this process is very important. It's the priority of the government. Majority of people are supporting European Union membership. Lots of reforms that we have performed are really giving real benefit, first of all, to the citizens. They can see the move on. Once we are the candidate, then the certain funds will be open. What was extremely important, and that was one of the greatest achievements of this government, was that we have a visa-free regime with the European Union. We are on the so-called White Schengen list. People can travel to EU without visas. Psychologically, that is extremely important.
This is something that's going to really upset the Turks because we don't have that.
I know from what I spoke with my Turkish friends that this is a goal. I know that you are moving, that you are having negotiations. I'm pretty certain that this will happen for Turkey as well. Luckily, between Serbia and Turkey, we don't need visas, and this is something which really means a lot. I remember how long we have lobbied, and we have repeated that we need this to happen, that young people, educated people, businessmen, ordinary people can travel without visa, that they feel free, that they feel that they are part of a big community, and that they are not a second-rate citizens, which is also very important.
That's true. Well, it's been 1 year since Serbia has normalized its relations with Bosnia-Herzegovina. Yet Bosnia and Herzegovina remains deeply fragmented, with continued fears of deepening rift between the two entities, the Republika Srpska and the Muslim Croat Federation. How can stability be obtained? Because you just mentioned that Turkey believes Serbia is one of the keys to maintaining stability to finding peace in the region. So I guess this is where Serbia would come into play.
You need lots of factors in order to have a stable community. First of all, we had a past which was bad and good. We lived all together at least in Yugoslavia for 78 years. Bosnia and Herzegovina, we called it small Yugoslavia, because people lived there, they married. You had so many inter-religious marriages between Serbs and Croats, Croats and Muslims, Muslims and Serbs. It was really functional, and nobody believed that it will fall apart, and that it would unfortunately fall apart in a very bad way, with lots of victims, with lots of atrocities, lots of war crimes. Good thing is that now we know that the things in the past were bad. Good thing is that in Serbia, at least, our leadership, led by the President Tadic, have said that we are ashamed of the crimes that were committed in our name. We even had Srebrenica resolution. Serbian Parliament adopted the resolution that is condemning war crimes in Srebrenica. The President of Serbia went to Srebrenica twice. Last year he went for the 15-year anniversary together with your Prime Minister. Turkish Prime Minister and the Serbian President standing together there is the best sign that Serbia is absolutely ready for reconciliation. And I think that also I have to say that now we are expecting every side in that war to come forward and to say we are also ashamed of what was done on the behalf of our people. That is very important, and this is the start point where we can move on and start. Because what we don't want is certain politicians. You always have in every community people who live on the past, who are exploiting the bad things from the past in order to put fear into people, to close the community, to prevent them of talking with other people, marrying other people, doing business with other people. And in that sense, Turkey played with us a very positive role. Your Foreign Minister, who has been playing a very prominent role in the whole project, very dynamic, very active, went to Bosnia and Herzegovina 10 days ago. First time the Turkish high official visited Republika Srpska. He had a very productive talks with the President of Republika Srpska, who is the leader of the Serbs in Bosnia. They agreed that they will continue this cooperation. They agreed that in the future there will be probably a visit of the Bosnian Serbs who will come to Turkey, and also the Turkish officials who will go back there. And this is very important to bring the confidence, to break the prejudices, to go through the conspiracy theories. And from the Serbian point of view, what is the most important is that Serbia is fully supporting this kind of engagement. Serbia is unequivocally supporting the sovereignty of Bosnia and Herzegovina, and we are absolutely encouraging three peoples, two entities to sit down and arrange their future. In that sense, also European Union integration will be something very positive.
It will bring me to my next question.
Okay, I will let you ask me the next question.
I'll just do a quick break. Sırbistan Büyükelçisi Dusan Spasojevic ile yaptığımız röportajımıza kısa bir ara veriyoruz. Merhaba, Sırbistan Büyükelçisi ile yaptığımız röportajımıza kaldığımız yerden devam edeceğiz. Kendisi 10 Şubat tarihinde resmi olarak göreve başlamıştı ve ilk röportajını bizlere veriyor. Kendisiyle Balkanlarda yaşanan süreci ve Avrupa Birliği'nin Balkanların üzerindeki etkilerini konuşmaya devam ediyoruz. Well, Ambassador, you were just mentioning before the break the European Union potential mediation role in terms of finding peace in the Balkans, because from Macedonia to Montenegro to Kosovo, governments look to the European Union and hope that stronger integration will help deliver economic and political stability. Do you believe that the eventual accession of all the Balkan countries, if they can, into the European Union will solve the problems in the Balkans?
I think, of course, except Kosovo, that the European Union's strongest tool in its, so far foreign policy is the wish and the desire of aspiring countries to become members. And absolutely, I think that European Union, in that sense, can play a very, very good role. People of the Balkans, as of course people of Turkey, want their countries to become members of the European Union, and they are ready to go through a sometimes very painful process of change and reform in order to acquire that. In that sense, I think that for Bosnia and Herzegovina, what we were talking just a few minutes ago, European Union perspective is very important. Once in the EU, once on the path to the EU, I think that the people who are reminding their electorates about the recent past, who are living in the dreams of the past, will lose power, lose influence, and the modern people, the people who want to bring better standards, will gain more popularity. And it's not only in the case of Bosnia and Herzegovina, not only the European Union. Bosnia and Herzegovina is on a very clear path towards NATO membership, and both Serbia and Turkey unrelatedly supported that Bosnia gets full membership of the so-called membership action plan. I think every kind of integration for Bosnia and Herzegovina is important, because once they feel fully integrated, they will think about the future. They will forget about the past. If they're a NATO member, this is it. NATO countries don't fall apart. NATO member states are only moving forwards. They're not going back in the past. Especially in the case, as you're aware, for example, Serbia and Bosnia and Herzegovina, the best bilateral defense cooperation is between Serbia and Bosnia and Herzegovina. Who would say, when we are telling this to people, or when the Bosnians are saying this to others, people simply cannot believe, because they still think that Bosnia and Serbia are unfriendly countries in the war. That is not true. Bosnia has also participated in Iraq. They have troops in Afghanistan, and this is where there is a very big progress, and it should be recognized by the Western governments.
What about Serbia and NATO?
Serbia and NATO have a very peculiar and very specific relationship. By the size of your smile, I know that also the people who are watching this program are aware of that.
I'm quite sure they're not, Ambassador.
Well, I will explain. Serbia, everybody is aware that NATO bombed then Serbia, Montenegro, Yugoslavia. It was only 11 years ago. Yeah. It lasted for 3 months, and in the people's memories, it is still there. Also, we have wasted so much time. Serbia aspired to fully join NATO since 2001. It took us almost 5 years to become member of the PFP. Ever since, we have built a very strong and very good, very sound relationship with Serbia and NATO. Between militaries in Serbia and NATO, things are working perfectly on the level of expertise of experts. Serbia has very good cooperation with every single NATO member state, with the United States, with Germans, with French, with British. Turkish-Serbian defense relationship is actually by my opinion, where it all started in 2006. Chief of Staff, Serbian Chief of Staff came to Turkey, Turkish Chief of Staff visited Serbia, they built a very personal good relationship, defense relationship is growing.